Hello, it's Johnny Campbell here, the transition man. I am just, you wanted to know about the life of a speaker. Well, here's another part of that journey as well. Your flight comes in late, and it is super late, like 1, 2 in the morning, and you have another flight the next morning. And so, what do? Well, what do is you go to a Denny's, and you sit in that Denny's most of the night until your flight is ready to go the next morning. Because you come in so late that you can't really go to a hotel. Because if you pay for a hotel and you're going to be out of there in the next 4 hours, is that really worth it? Is that really worth the time? Is that really worth the money? So what do? You rent a car and you go to an all night breakfast place, and that's where you hang out. And you hang out there until it's time to take your next flight. So this is also another aspect of being a professional speaker on the road. There are these journeys, these things that we go through. And so I just wanted to kind of give you a glimpse into this world, get a little closer here, into this world and what happens. So probably by the time you see this video, I'll be back home safe and sound. But I just wanted to give you this context here that when you're wanting to become a professional speaker, there are sacrifices that you have to make in order to be successful. And one of them sometimes is just your time. You have to sacrifice time. You have to accept the reality of the journey and the things that you're going to have to deal with. So when you say you want to be a professional speaker, there's things you're going to have to deal with. So for me, this is just a part of the journey. It's a part of really being successful, being willing to make the sacrifices of your time and your health and resources to get what you want in the end. I don't know really a lot about work-life balance. I just know that these are the things that one has to do if they want to have more success and more happiness in their life for themselves and for their family. As you already know, I've created this thing called the Poor Man's Guide to Professional Speaking, and it's truly the nuts and bolts of building a successful speaking business from the ground up. My career when I started, no leads, no sales, no referrals, nothing. Started from scratch. All I have is my ability and my talent and my willingness to do what is necessary to win. And because of that, opportunities and doors have opened. But I've been busy putting myself in a situation to win. So I'm sure this video film right here probably isn't the greatest, but it really illustrates what you have to do. I'm sitting in a car outside of a Denny's, been in the Denny's for about 3 hours. Now I'm sitting in the car here, and I'm just waiting until it's time to go back to the airport and fly out. So, it's just a part of the process. It's a part of building a successful speaking career. It's a part of you and your journey. It also allows you to tell stories to your audiences about what you've been through, what you've endured for the dream that you want. And for everyone watching this, I'm sure you have this dream and this desire to be a professional speaker, and you can become a professional speaker. The question is, can you become a successful professional speaker? That's the $1,000,000 question. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about, ask yourself this kind of question here. Say to yourself, can I fly across the country, out west, speak, then take a late night, overnight flight back to the east and speak? And then when I get in, actually sit at a Denny's most of the night, then get up the next morning and go speak. And do the talk as passionate as you did it the day before. Even though you're tired and you're road weary from all that you've been through. But can you do that? That's a part of you becoming a successful speaker, is being your willingness to say, it's not about me, it's about my audience, it's about helping them. Now, of course, you want to get paid for this kind of work. You don't want to just do this for free. But can you do it? Can you push yourself to this level so that you can be successful in the long run? I've been a speaker now for 18 years, and speaking for 18 years, I've seen a lot. And even after 18 years and the money that I have made, I'm still not too proud to do the smaller gigs, because the smaller gigs lead to bigger gigs. So what am I telling you? My normal fee is $7,500 to speak, but I will take $500 all day long. I will take $1,500 all day long. I will take $1,000 all day long because that money opens doors to bigger opportunities and it creates new possibilities for me. So I might not get my fees all the time, but I get my fees some of the time. Most of the time, I'm doing these smaller gigs for smaller fees to create doorways into bigger opportunities to sell more products, to sell more services, to create more opportunities for myself. That's the poor man's guide to professional speaking right there, where you take something small and you turn it into something big. You take some small investment you've made and you grow that into something that's special. That's the work. Is to see the possibilities in the work that you do. I mean, some people say that I want to be a coach, or I want to be a seminar leader, or I want to have my own workshops. All that's possible if you got an audience. So you got to go speak to find an audience. Like if you want to coach people, you need to go speak so that people can hear you speak, so that they want you to coach them. If you want to have your own seminars, you got to go speak somewhere so you can attract your seminar attendees. If you want to speak somewhere and then do workshops, you got to go speak somewhere to find the attendees to come to your workshop. So these are the things that you got to do. These are the things that I do in order to grow my business. And I want you to think about that as you are working on your own success. And as I said before, I notice probably this footage is kind of blurry and kind of dark, but it's okay. As long as you can hear my words and hear my message, that's all that really matters. Because that's at the end of the day is what matters, is not who the messenger is, but what the message is. So if you can hear the words that I'm speaking, then you know that I'm here to really tell you what happens when you're on the road. This is what happens in the life of a working speaker. I know we see a lot of speakers out here that have lots of fame and recognition, and they're on television, and they are well known. But there's a lot of us out here who are working speakers, who speak and make a living as a speaker, but it's not glamorous. It's not as sexy. I'm sure we have our moments in the sunlight, but speaking in a small conference room to 60 people, to 30 people, to 20 people, getting paid $500,000, $2,000, that's the work. And that's the work. And that's the work that builds on new possibilities for you. So you never can be too proud to not take that kind of work. It amazes me how I find speakers that say that they will not speak for less than $2,500. And I say to myself, would you rather sit at home and make nothing, or go speak and make the $2,500? Sit at home and do nothing, or go and speak and make the $500 or the $1,000. If you're a speaker, go speak. Because that's what you do. That's what you would do no matter what. If you're all about helping people and improving their lives, then that's what this deal is. So I'm looking at the clock here. It's 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 3 o'clock Eastern. And here I am in a car talking to you guys about this. So the point of the whole message is simple, is that if you want to be successful, you have to be willing to do the work and accept the reality of the situation that you're in. You don't plan to be in these situations as a speaker, but these are the situations that you are finding yourself in when you're trying to grow a business and build a business. You have to take the work where the work comes. You have to make it work so that you can be more successful in your life. And the way you become more successful in your life is helping other people become more successful in their life. And you do that by sharing your message, by sharing your books, your CDs, your trainings, your courses, your philosophy, by sharing all that with people. When you're willing to do that, even for a little bit of money, you'll have the power to make a lot of money later in your life, later on in your career. Because every small gig can lead to a bigger opportunity if you're looking for it. Well, this is Johnny Campbell, live from the trenches, out here in the world doing the work of a working speaker. I wish you all the best in your success. Leave a comment below about your thoughts about what I've said here, and I will see you on the road in the next video.